Anyway, we got both streams up here and ready to go. So we'll be getting started here. This will be a set of 3 races on Cadence, using CoNDOR 15 rules, which is a standard Cadence run, seeded, with axes and boots of leaping band. Here we go. We've got a quick reset from Pillarmonkey going the wrong way and getting boxed into some damage. Looks like both racers just doing a quick exploration of the room on the right and then backing out. We got a titanium dagger to start here. Very nice find for your first floor's chest. That is just a straight 1 point of damage upgrade over the vanilla dagger. So can't be upset to too upset to find that on your first floor, especially with the items on 1-1 generally being pretty weak. Looks like Ancalagor probably gonna invest some time into breaking this crate on this spiked wall, and we find 10 coins. Not really great, but 10 coins, you know, maybe it can be the difference between affording something in the shop and not. So Ancalagor picking up a little bit of extra cash as he heads down to 1-2, shortly behind Pillarmonkey, finds these lead boots in the black chest there. Lead boots going to provide protection against ice, ooze, and most immunity to most floor traps. Quick direback kill and going down to 1-3. We check this shop and we see some chainmail. Ooh, and Ancalagor with the swaggy throw bait on the Freddy shop on 1-2, getting him down the trapdoor. Not a lot of value here though. Does just get a Torch of Foresight out of that. That's a 1-vision torch that's going to reveal the placement of all traps. As of Synchrony, that's a little bit of a buff because it also includes vision of spiked walls, which can give you a little bit more insight into the layout of the floor. Ancalagor finding this Shrine of Space, it looks like Pillarmonkey found it and bombed it for the map, but Ancalagor's going to activate it for the shovel upgrade and the miner's cap. On the flip side, activating the Shrine of Space does mean additional rooms per floor, can make it a little trickier to map, but with the Torch of Foresight in Ancalagor's inventory, shouldn't have too much trouble working his way through the larger floors. First boss is Coral Riff, with both of our racers spending their starting bomb on that Shrine of Space. We are going to see a little bit of a long-winded Coral Riff fight here. At least with Titanium Dagger. Final phase is only going to be 2 hits. And we're seeing Pillarmonkey finishing up the Coral Riff fight. And going to be getting the flawless reward, picking up this gold. And checking maybe the black chest here. And it's an obsidian whip. Not what you want to see. Ancalagor close behind. If Ancalagor is screen watching properly, we'll see that obsidian whip, and we'll probably check the purple chest for a ring or a spell. Yeah, it looks like waiting a bit and gonna take the Ring of War out of that purple chest. That's a big swing in Ancalagor's favor here. That Ring of War giving an additional +1 damage and a knockback effect on the melee attack. Knockback not the best on a dagger, on a short range dagger weapon, but it does still meaning that 3 damage threshold. Unfortunately for Ancalagor, gonna miss out on the Conjurer that Pillarmonkey found, thanks to the Shrine of Space distorting the floor layouts. Conjurer was somewhere else, and Ancalagor feeling like he doesn't have time to go find it. Just gonna move on. That's a Shopkeeper kill for Pillarmonkey, who is going to be taking this dash spell and this gold cat with that Shovel of Strength. That's a nice 2 damage cat. And Pillarmonkey now looking pretty good here. And Ancalagor going for a big weapon upgrade with that glass rapier, but it does carry the inherent risk that all glass weapons have. Any damage that Ancalagor takes at this point will break that weapon. Pillarmonkey with a little bit of defense to that leather armor and a gold cat instead. Not going to have that problem. But yeah, the rapier lunge on that glass rapier there, doing so much damage, just one-shotting the red dragon on 3-2 there. And Ancalagor is just going full push mode here, really just trying to push as aggressively as he can to leave Pillarmonkey behind. Pillarmonkey finding the Shriner, not really much you can do with it, no bombs. There are some valuable items to be gotten from that Shriner if you can bomb the shrines, but, mistiming that stair dash on Pillarmonkey's side, so gonna take damage on that attempt at a time-saving stair dash. Ooh, and Pillarmonkey taking a big hit here, going down to 1 heart. This could go either way right now. Ancalagor with a solid distance lead, but running that glass. Pillarmonkey with, I think, a more reliable build, but low health. Looks like Ancalagor going to pivot over to the blast helmet from the miner's cap. That's going to mean he drops the auto dig on walls, but will gain immunity to explosive effects and the ability to use bombs for an instant self AoE explosion. Ooh, Pillarmonkey, pretty clean 4-1 though, and is on 4-2 here. Ancalagor maneuvering around this exit room and gets the kill and moves on. Oh, and Ancalagor not even going to check that cracked wall for potential glass armor here. And Ancalagor definitely trying to push hard here. And Ancalagor kind of forgetting about the blast helm. Playing to avoid Goblin Bombers more than he really needs to here. Good insight to kill that Goblin Sentry before it digs open that Black Batcave, especially since Ancalagor does not have the Lucky Charm here. Those Black Bats will hit. And Ancalagor has made it through Zone 4 with the Glass Rapier intact, and is going to be pushing on to Zone 5. Still ahead of Pillarmonkey, who goes down to the Golem. Unfortunately, the Cat of Ninetails just not able to carve a path through that swarm. But Ancalagor's not out of the woods yet. Still rocking that Glass Rapier. One mishap is all it takes to leave Ancalagor completely weaponless. But although not defenseless, Ancalagor does still have that Blast Helm with 6 bombs in tow to act as an emergency backup defense. But with that in mind, and seeing that Ancalagor, that his opponent is down, Ancalagor is going to pivot over to an Onyx Cat. Cat, not really the best recipient of Onyx material. With it being a move attack, it's hard to really utilize the infinite damage from stationary attacks. But it's a weapon that won't break. And there we go, Ancalagor going to switch to the Spear, a much more straightforward weapon. Just a forward-reaching 2-damage spear with that Ring of War. And maybe checking this cracked wall for potential food shop. It is, in fact, the food shop, so going to be able to get a little bit of extra health as he approaches the end point of this run. And there we go, it's a pretty solid food shop. Going to be able to get that Gluttony Charm proc, and go up to 7 hearts. Just to try and secure the victory a little further. Deadringer fight coming in. I think there's a good chance we'll see a very safe lure approach, and it does indeed appear to be what we've got here. Just luring Deadringer to the bottom of the arena, and then lure him in a circle around, charging the bells. When Deadringer charges the bells, they break and they don't summon their respective enemies. And there we go. Flawless victory for Ancalagor. He's even going to check one of the boss chests here. Picks up the heal spell. Gives just a little bit more safety on top of everything else. Last time going to result in a pretty quick clearing on the fight here. Last time makes it a little easier to get through the stage to get to phase 2 of the fight. And there we go. Race 1, Ancalagor with a pretty solid win. Showing some mastery of that Glass Rapier, keeping that glass alive, and being able to put enough pressure on Pillar with arguably what I would say was a better build. to force a death and then pivot to the safer build and secure the safe win. Round 2 coming up here. RaceBot is counting down. Let me try and get these streams synced back up real quick. Like Ancalagor was suffering from some connection issues earlier. Alright, there we go. That should be a little better. Alright, we've got an early food shop. Both racers going in for it at about the same time. Pillarmonkey just going to immediately shout on that apple to pop that gluttony charm. Ancalagor going to hold off a bit. See if you can find something a little more worthwhile to buff that health a little bit higher. Quick trap door, an extra bomb here. Pillarmonkey heading for the exit. Looks like Ancalagor is going to go for that trap door. Might check the shop here. This is another potential opportunity for a Freddy throw. Okay, now the shopkeeper's a little out of position to utilize that throw tech we saw last run to get Freddy down the trap door. So just going to take the trap door, fight the Dire Bat here. Pillarmonkey checking the 1 through shop, finding a couple of cursed hearts and a blood shovel and something else. Looks like nothing worthwhile, as we're seeing Pillarmonkey move away from the shop and down this trapdoor. Ancalagor sure to follow shortly. And it's Pillarmonkey with a very slight distance advantage for now, but otherwise equivalent. Same build and everything. Ancalagor just holding that apple that Pillarmonkey already used for gluttony. And we've got Deep Blues 1 coming in here. Very nice executed bomb strat on the Deep Blues fight. And that's a glass hammer out of the black chest. That's a pretty solid pickup. I imagine we'll see Ancalagor doing the same. And we've got an arena offering a pivot into a titanium cat. Pillarmonkey, considering it, goes for it. Alternatively, you can take the Ring of Shielding as a layer of protection for the glass hammer. But with the cat being such a strong speed weapon at the top level, looks like both runners opting for that titanium cat for that strong move attack. Onyx longsword out of this black chest for Pillarmonkey. Not really worth your while. And we've got a Shrine of Sacrifice. Looks like Ancalagor maybe wants to try and get this farmed up. I believe that's 3 kills, coming up on 4. I think this golem will do it. Ooh, and that's a ham for better gluttony, or a Ring of Piercing for defense ignoring attacks. And Ancalagor is gonna go for that Ring of Piercing. And we've got a gun. The narwhal has a gun. Who gave the narwhal a gun? Nah, of course, Pillarmonkey gonna stick with the titanium cat. It's a much stronger weapon overall. Ancalagor screen watching, seeing that Shrine Mimic is just a rifle, gonna pass. And that's Courage Shovel. Courage Shovel, pretty much the best in slot shovel, but can be a little wonky with the cat range. Very often you will snag on nearby enemies rather than getting the dig you want. And Pillarmonkey with a slight distance advantage now, but Ancalagor, good use of the apple to iframe the stage dive from Artismal. Ancalagor pushing up, and with a substantially better build. Oh, and Pillarmonkey missed Ring of Courage out of the purple chest? Oh, that's a huge whiff for Pillarmonkey. That Ring of Courage would absolutely allow them to keep pace a little better with Ancalagor's Ring of Piercing. But yeah, missing that's gonna be pretty devastating here. Ancalagor taking a little bit of a hit, going down to 2.5 hearts. Does have to be a little cautious here, and the titanium shield is gone. Blocking 2 hits in quick succession for Ancalagor as they head down to 3-3. Ancalagor kind of taking a lot of shit damage, but... Oh, and that slime hitting Ancalagor pretty bad. Down to half a heart. But Pillarmonkey is also kind of having some issues here. Urn here, not going to be able to do anything with it. You need a 5 damage hit or 3 instances of non-weapon damage to break open that urn. And Ancalagor just does not have that. So that urn, which unfortunately urns always have food, both runners here would really like some food. But not going to be able to grab that. Shield spell out of the purple chest from 3-4 flawless reward. Ancalagor definitely going to be taking that, especially with his low health. And Pillarmonkey pushing into zone 4. Slight advantage on distance, slight advantage on health. But Ancalagor still with the much better equipment, with that Ring of Piercing and that Courage Shovel. Good shield use here. Yeah, see now this is where also where the Shovel of Courage struggles. You really want some vision from a torch or a map to have some idea on what's going to be on the other side of these walls when you dig through. Without it, without that, these digs can be really sketchy, and you can find yourself staring down something real scary. And Ancalagor struggling with that 4-1 considerably because of that. But Pillarmonkey! Pillarmonkey goes down to another Golem! Golems have Pillarmonkey's number today. Ooh, Ancalagor with this sneaky escape on that 4-2. That looked a little dicey. And Ancalagor is looking a little shaken up, just taking a moment at the start of this 4-3 to just stand still, just calm the nerves a bit. Ancalagor is still on half a heart. Big advantage with his opponent going down. But again, we're looking at a visionless... And Ancalagor goes down! Ancalagor going for just digging the spider off the wall and attacking it, but failing to account for the approaching Telemonkey. So the cat targets the Telemonkey over the spider. And just like that, we go from a absolute landslide lead from Ancalagor to a small lead for Pillarmonkey, who restarted this run a little sooner by dying earlier. We might see a different take here from this boss. We might see what's in this purple chest. Okay, nope. This is where seed memory is important. We know we're giving up this glass hammer almost immediately because this titanium cat's here. If you can remember that on your runbacks, you can explore different boss chest opportunities. Potentially find something that allows you to secure a faster run back. See what Ancalagor does here. And yeah, Ancalagor finds a Ring of Regen. That's pretty huge, potentially. That allows Ancalagor to just skip the whole farming of the Sacrifice Shrine. Because, yeah, the Ring of Regen is is pretty good. It can be your replacement ring. You don't need the piercing again. And sure enough, Ancalagor just gonna skip that Sacrifice Shrine this time around. Not gonna bother. And yeah, the race has evened up. After the double wipe, we are literally fighting the same enemies at the same time. We do have Pillarmonkey, though, running the Glass Rapier. We saw last race how strong Glass Rapier can be. Oh, but Ancalagor is seemingly heading the wrong way this time. Blasting stuff a bit with the rifle. Wait, Ancalagor, I think, has forgotten that this is the floor where they picked up their dash spell last time, which was pretty valuable. Ew. Okay, yeah, you need that shovel back. Okay. Exploding mushroom causing problems for Ancalagor. And Pillarmonkey is going to grab that glass rocket build with the Rapier Ring of Courage. Ancalagor once again with good food usage to iframe the stage dive, and gonna be pivoting over to Courage as well. I think he kind of feels like he needs to match that part of the build here to maintain pace. And I think that's a reasonable assessment here. Both runners rocking move attack with Courage, getting those double movement tiles. And yet, seed retention is important in situations like this. We're seeing Ancalagor getting a little lost, forgetting where the 3-2 exit was. Does get his bearings, Sack, though, and is heading for the exit, but really struggling with this cat build. Does get under control, though, with pretty minimal damage. And Pillarmonkey, despite the stronger Glass Rapier build this time, still can't do anything with that urn. Bomb Charm pickup for Ancalagor. Nice little find. Doesn't really do much for you, though. And here we go. Pillarmonkey starting zone 4. Looking a little more solid this time around, but yeah, still running a glass build, which always carries its risks. Ancalagor gonna be not too far behind. Good shield spell usage from Pillarmonkey there, clearing out that exit room. And Ancalagor gonna be picking up that shield spell and following behind. The advantage here is Ancalagor can afford to tank some hits, but without armor, the number of hits he's going to be able to take is quite limited. Fairly smooth 4-1 exit for Ancalagor as he moves on to 4-2. Pillarmonkey starting 4-3. This Golem Swarm is a little rough for Ancalagor. It looks like he's got it under control. Starting 4-3. Pillarmonkey starting the Zone 4 boss. Maintaining their lead. Oh, Ancalagor, that was the time to use your shield spell. Oof. Going clubbing. And now it's up to Pillarmonkey to close this run out, but Pillarmonkey still running a glass build. And no armor. So, this is still pretty sketchy. Shriner here, not gonna do anything with it. Finding the base staff, I as much as you want to get off glass, I don't think you switch to a 1 damage weapon. I think that's counterproductive. And it looks like Pillarmonkey agrees, going to just switch back to the Glass Rapier. Torch of Walls and an Obsidian Shield for a little bit of mapping and some frontal defense. Yeah, just gonna pop that shield proactively going into this swarm. That's wise. Glass Slippers here handy, just allowing Pillarmonkey to wade through the water unimpeded. Ooh, I think... yeah, Ring of Mana. Ring of Mana with the shield and heal spell, that is very solid. Onyx Staff still not a lot better, than the base staff we saw earlier, but it's something. And yeah, with that mana heal, gonna be able to get 1 heart heals off of that heal spell. Very strong upgrade to the spells there. And yeah, Pillarmonkey taking no chances, going to check the shop. Fully clearing out this hallway of enemies. And we... just pop the shield spell as you approach the exit room. Don't let that dragon get the chance. And we're on to Deadbringer. We'll probably see... okay, no, we're going to see a standard right side spawn strat No lures here. Well handled. Pillarmonkey gets the flawless and is going to pick up a war drum. Oh no! Ancalagor scaring Freddy out of the shop, and Freddy runs right into a spike trap and dies. Poor Freddy. Only one bomb. I guess Pillarmonkey checking for the blast helm or grenades out of the red chest, but no luck. Gonna have to do some of these button puzzles. On the plus side, the longer you do this for, the longer this shield spell's gonna last in the second phase. So, Cadence should, in theory, be invincible for the entire duration of this fight. Which means that Pillarmonkey really only has to worry about Dorian. Alright, one more hit coming in, and there it is! Last hit for Pillarmonkey, and that is game 2 going to Pillarmonkey. I always join VC when doing calls the same reason everyone else does, in case anyone wants to co-commentate. Booth is always open. Alright, that said, we are coming up to the final round of Ancalagor versus Pillarmonkey. Both racers sitting at 1 victory so far. Here we go. Round 3. Got an early red bat closet with something in it. What is it? Blast torch. Alright. Blast torch, gonna give a lot of vision and reveal the positions of all enemies. Comes with the downside, although arguably in some cases an upside, of revealing and spawning in all of the spirit type enemies ahead of time. And we've got our cracked wall here. Likely our blood shop. It is, in fact, our blood shop. Oh, Pillarmonkey kind of running this red dragon around a little bit. Looks like they're wanting to try and set... not sure what they're aiming for here. There's a lot of dancing around with this dragon. Okay. Well, gets the kill, and is going to be farming up Leprechaun. This blood shop is a heck of a blood shop, though. Obsidian Torch and Obsidian Rapier. Yeah, Pillarmonkey going to be killing for it. Hidden chest here with some holy water, and Ancalagor going to stick with the blood drum. And we move on to 1-3, and Ancalagor taking the lead here for the moment. Red chest right by this trap door, and it has a bright torch. Pretty much, pretty similar strength to the Obsidian Torch already being held, so doesn't really matter super strong one way or the other. Obsidian with a multiplier-based light level. Bright Torch just always at a persistent +2. Pretty similar. Oh, and Pillarmonkey second guessing the Deep Blue's approach. Gonna get hit by the knight and miss out on this pulse spell from the boss chest as a result. And Ancalagor not checking that cracked wall, and it is indeed not the food shop. Pillarmonkey checking it, going down by another half heart for it. Oh, and Ancalagor. Oh, Ancalagor. Slight mishandle on that red dragon, taking a big shot to the face, but good heads-up plays there to recover and stay alive. But Ancalagor's health situation looking very dicey here. And they're going to move on to the death metal fight Looks like we see the food shop to the far right on 2-3, a little out of the way. Neither race are going to go for it. Flawless victory for Ancalagor, picking up that Earth spell. Very valuable spell on both offense and defense. Just going to pop a ring of dirt walls around you and push enemies back. And crushing them if possible. Little shopping from Ancalagor, picking up a Frost Charm. Does make up for Ancalagor's current low health situation. That is going to provide 1 hit of damage immunity with a freeze spell being cast upon its breaking. Nice approach on that blue dragon from Pillarmonkey. Pillarmonkey closing the gap here. Both racers on the same floor right now. Looks like Ancalagor wanting to check this. Oh, okay, nope. Ancalagor maybe wanting to just get his Leprechaun. Still has not farmed his Leprechaun yet. So, lacks the lucky charm for bat immunity in the late game. Gonna be doing a little shopping. Finds probably nothing. Oh, and getting hit by a spirit. Losing the Frost Charm. There goes Ancalagor's only safety right now. Ancalagor now down to half a heart. No strings attached. If he takes a hit, he's done. Pillarmonkey faring a little better with that protection charm, providing a small bit of defense and 1 cursed heart. Earth kill for Fortissimo here. And both runners going to be getting the flawless victory. Pillarmonkey taking the fireball tomes with. And there we go, drumstick. That's huge for Ancalagor. Certainly welcomed by both runners, but yeah, definitely very beneficial for Ancalagor, who was sitting at the half a heart. That said, we immediately see the difference there in the fact that Ancalagor has not gotten the Leprechaun yet. And probably won't at this stage of the run. With Ancalagor taking a black bat hit and going down to 2 hearts. And Pillarmonkey has taken the lead here. Pushing up slightly ahead on the same floor right now. On 4-2. Ancalagor sneaking a little pulse there through the gap in the walls. I'm gonna be able to push into this exit room. Starting at 4-3. And there's heavy plates, which Pillarmonkey can just afford. So Pillarmonkey tanking up here. But Ancalagor does find a Crown of Thorns, so is going to get some health regeneration going here. Oh, Confusion spell for Ancalagor. Oh! I think failing to account for the multiplier drop, breaking the shield, but is still alive and healthy for now. Crown of Thorns tends to pop off pretty hard in Zone 5. And Pillarmonkey going to the red chest, I think looking for the bail on the bomb count. Currently lacking bombs. Wants the stage take for the Necrodancer. And that's a big time loss, honestly. It's allowed Ancalagor to push ahead. And Ancalagor, I think, might be getting rewarded here for his decision to stick with the Blood Drum over the Fireball tomes. Because as long as Ancalagor can regen some health along the way to Deadringer, he will be able to quick kill the Necrodancer using stage digs with the Blood Drum. Whereas Pillarmonkey's going to have to do a few button puzzles as things currently stand with only 2 bombs. On top of that, Ancalagor is in the lead right now, about to start the Deadringer fight, and has hit full health, so does have the resources as long as he keeps his health up here, which it looks like he's just going to do some lures to try and maintain that health. Okay, going for the Earth kill. Double Earth. That's fine, he can afford to spend that extra half a heart for the blood cast. He has enough health here, although just barely, to dig through the stage and skip the first phase of the Necrodancer fight. He does need to be careful here, because he's going to have to dig this narrow little channel. And Pillarmonkey goes down. Unfortunately, strong as Heavy Plate is, it doesn't help you much if your health runs out. Your health is running low. And now it's on to Ancalagor just to finish this run out. Oh, Red Dragon coming in. Good pulse usage. Taking out that Red Dragon quickly. That's a key part to having consistent Necrodancer fights, is dealing with those aggressive mini-boss spawns quickly, and Ancalagor takes it! After a scary mid-game for both runners.